This is the second ride out. Stop and get some rubber gloves right quick. Did a ride yesterday with Dad, but we went out. When we left out, it was like already a little over 20% battery on the cam, so this power configuration that I have wasn't strong enough to keep it charged for the whole ride. So, got some video, but not the full experience. I'm gonna help her get situated here. It's gonna be this one.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mic is good. Get the whole setup. Have to just go scope out.
Success takes sacrifice.
You're gonna wash it and make a tea.
It doesn't need to be. Doesn't need to be ran through some like dried out. It's not good to force dry them, huh? It's better to just let it naturally.
Most of it you can just go ahead and pick it and make a tea. But if you want to preserve it for a long time, you can dry it and still use it as a tea.
Is that all you gonna get?
No, I found some more out there. I got a lot more. I found some roads in those ditches.
What you say?
I just said what he said.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well.
Gas was all right.
Yeah, we're full. All right.
Bye-bye.
Back. Dad, push,
In IGM,
open up that glove box for me, Father. Dad,
Larry!
come back on this side and, you have to really push it. Go ahead and push past it. It'll open. Yeah. And the glasses and the face.
It allows the blood-brain barrier to be permeable and allows that MSG, aluminum anti-that's under junky grease, to enter in the nervous system. And that's why I say the vaccination calls the 4 Ds. We have either there's going to be acute or chronic. You have neurological developmental delays. You have neurological developmental disorders.
Okay.
You have neurological developmental degeneration. There'd be a revolutionary thing. I mean, if people understood how dangerous these vaccines are.
There's an application that I have on here. That's what this on-road, it's an off-road map, mapping app, and it's keep from getting lost. And I have it, so it's tracking us now. So anywhere where this red is where we've been. These red dots.
Yeah.
Like ever since I've been riding.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's gonna track us. That's how. But we're up in this. Let's see. Oh, where are we at? We're up in this area. I'm trying to find. Let's go track.
With no fever, then you just have a cold. Coronavirus.
And
Coronavirus, right? Coronavirus has been around.
okay. Yeah, so just everywhere the red dots is where we have been.
Okay.
And anywhere where it's just still like a trail, we haven't been there. That's how it kind of keeps from getting lost. Know which way to go.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it like that, I guess. Go back. Go. Go.
So this technology, it's disrupting the body and also using other things that people would see as unethical, whether it's the use of aborted fetal cells either in the vaccine itself or using the technology. And people argue that all these fetuses were from a long time ago, selectively aborted. But then other interviews that come out, like Sterling Hopkins' deposition, talk about the fact that even in the creation of one vaccine, many, in this case over 70 babies being used and all that tissue being used. And there is a lot of abortions happening every year. Is this technology being used? And does some of the DNA or the fragments of these babies, does it come into people's bodies? Do you have any commentary on that?
I have a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, you can only get down to the science of it. We have HEK, right? The human embryonic kidney cell, 293, that's used in the production and manufacturing, not the development, or maybe the development of Pfizer, AstraZeneca, these vaccines that are the COVID vaccines. But we have Windsor Institute 38, that's the female ultra-reproductive gestational lung tissue, that's polio vaccine, influenza vaccines, your NMR vaccines. You have the Wallvax 2 vaccine, and you water bag abortions that was developed in 2015 and 2017 from China. It's a trans-strain abortion. They keep the baby alive in a water bag abortion and harvest the cells from that. It's absolutely criminal. And if you want to go down a rabbit hole, and it fit the gender dysphoria that these vaccines are causing, because when the nervous system is developing at a rapid rate during the first 2 years of life, we call that exuberant neural synaptogenesis, right? That's when your brain's developing at a rapid rate. You're developing, you're learning, the brain's growing like a plant's growing as well as neural pathways are developing. Now, if from an epigenetic standpoint, an epigenetic means kind of like if I took a pancreatic cell and I put it in the heart, guess what that pancreatic cell is going to do? It's going to act like a heart cell due to the environment it's in. It's going to start adapting and due to the stressor it's on. Okay? But now if I inject Windsor Institute 38, which is a female cell line, into a male developmental body during neurosynaptogenesis, what do you think it's going to do from the epigenetic standpoint? It's going to alter that nervous system, that developmental nervous system, and I believe that's why we have these grown men who think I'm a woman due to this epigenetic response from these female cell lines that are injected during the developmental stages of the nervous system. So, yes, that's and there was a doctor that had I believe he was murdered. He put out an article that talked about it. He focused on the aborted fetal cell lines, and he said that autism is actually an autoimmune disorder due to the cell line from a foreign DNA into a developing nervous system. And so that's the problem. The main problem, and you mentioned the mechanism of action, and I love that verbiage because the mechanism of action, if you look at that from the state of entry into the body and how it bypasses your blood-brain barrier trigger and enters the nervous system. That's what these vaccines do. They're designed to bypass the nervous system to alter and play God with the body. And it's absolutely terrifying. That's what this messenger RNA is. Who controls everything in the body? It's not the blood, it's not the heart, it's the nervous system. That's why these mRNA vaccines are so harmful, because they go into to the computer, the motherboard of your body, and they alter the body. They know what they're doing. That's why that's why they say, 2 weeks for the body to develop an immune system. That is complete hogwash. They know that inflammation is triggered. That inflammation is the key to get into the nervous system. And that's why these vaccines are altering the body. And that's what's causing wreaking havoc on the body. I mean, Big Pharma doesn't care about your health. I don't know who needs to hear this. I'm looking at the camera. It's one of those things. Big Pharma doesn't care about our health. They care about profit, and they're pushing an agenda. These vaccines are making us sicker. They're not making us healthier. And they're never designed to bring us true health and wellness. Name one product that pharmaceuticals put out that is designed to bring us true health and wellness. Think of the healthiest person you know. How many pharmaceuticals?
I don't want to roll over the campus.
No.
I mean, medicine can be life-saving in certain situations, but it does not fit into a wellness and prevention paradigm. And people say that I have no business speaking on the matter, and it's like, yes, I do. I'm protecting my paradigm. This is my wellness. That's the paradigm that I work in, and they're infringing upon that paradigm. They're trying to hijack it and monopolize it, and then discredit anybody that speaks out against it. And that's where we're at. I have every right to speak on the matter because I'm a wellness physician, and these vaccines are not designed to bring us true health and wellness.
When the pandemic happened, this weight lifted off my shoulders, and a message came to me is, now we can begin. And at that very moment, my whole life kind of flashed before my eyes, and I realized every crazy thing, every trauma, everything made sense. It all had a purpose and a meaning to get me prepared for this moment. And so I decided to, I saw the ingredients of the injection of the vaccine. I knew what they were. I knew everything. It was everything put together. It was all about controlling people
down here.
and manipulating them.
Now with that big thing, I don't know.
And in terrible ways, more than people realize.
Yeah.
And I decided to do an impromptu video, and it went viral. I didn't plan on speaking out again. I didn't plan on moving back to the United States. But one thing led to another, where I realized not many people knew about this subject. So I just started to continue to educate people and bring these topics to light. And then at some point I looked at the contents of the vials under the microscope myself to make sure that what they were telling us they're putting in really is what they're putting in.
This is amazing.
So of course I saw alarming things there. Woke up. Yeah, when I came back to the U.S., I had no fear, which is different.
Put it in low gear.
Literally no fear, because at this point,
Put it in low.
like
I'm putting it in low gear.
if I die today, I know where I'm going. I don't care. You just don't care, because I will stand in truth and I'll say what the truth is. And I don't have it in that energy of truly not having fear. It puts out this protection I feel around.
Yeah.
And also knowing that God doesn't let anything happen to you without his permission. So
That's beautiful. It's like Desmond Doss when he was in the foxholes, the guy that was not carrying a weapon during World War II, and he's rescuing men off the escarpment, and he doesn't actually just crouch out of the foxholes, he actually just jumps up upright every time and just runs through bullets as if they're nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible. I mean, that's the fearlessness that comes from living in your truth. You talk about a man living in their truth, someone rescuing Japanese soldiers and American soldiers at the same time.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, and that's really what I feel from that experience from you. And so, some of the things you discovered under the microscope
Look at the map.
were kind of alarming,
Just kind of see.
to say the least. Is that I've heard people talking about the time where you looked, or you were talking about it, where
Yeah, I think the gloves
felt
are
like something was looking back at you.
Yeah.
it's a good idea.
So that was Moderna vial. From the state of Georgia.
That sounds unbelievable.
Yeah.
And someone would say, well, if you didn't capture this, how can we verify it's true? Or if no one else saw this,
I had a colleague with me that saw it with me. And when I say I felt like it was sentient, that's just my feeling, and the kids don't have any proof of that. But that was unbelievable. And of course I doubted it. Well, there has to be a fluke, but this is a really strange thing. It couldn't have been a contamination. I mean, there's nothing around there.
I'm thinking this way, maybe.
Like a water parasite. This is something completely out of the realm of my knowledge, or I didn't learn anything about it. So another batch came, and
Now I'm going in the high gear.
And I saw
You had to stop
things
to
again.
switch it between low.
At that moment,
you got either the high where you can go fast,
this was
and the low gear is just like your torque,
something to be
maybe like
looked at. This is
15
something
miles
to
per
take,
hour the most.
Yeah.
But if you change it, you had to stop
and I
before
did
you switch
not
between
have
the
any
two.
conception
Okay.
of why this could be inside of these injections.
See those things when we spoke last year at the time, or is it after that?
The turnaround right there.
Remember now.
Last year.
It was probably right after that. And so I started to research this organism and transhumanism, since this, in my
Go back
opinion,
this way.
these injections are part of the transhumanist movement. What would they want with this? Because I had no idea. And immediately this organism pops up. This is a favorite of the transhumanists. They love it because this organism is considered immortal in the lab. They were thinking of using one of its genes, and it has jumping genes. It can translocate its gene on the host. And they were hoping that it could translocate a gene onto the human host and therefore help a human become immortal, or at least help them regenerate. So if you cut off your hand, another one would grow. They were also using it for, it has a mesh network. It can actually have its own nervous system, meaning if you have many in the body, a host body, technically then that other nervous system could be remotely accessed. So they use the example of a fish in the water with these parasites. They could affect the parasite inside the fish and make the fish move.
Oh wow. And Pet Ultra was really all about trying to do remote control. They could remote control dogs and things like this,
Sure.
experiments.
So the point is that this is a favorite organism of the transhumanists. They do have a lot going on with it. They have synthesized this
They
one
look like they
particular
may be
one.
living there.
Cynthia.
How they're set up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just coincidence now that I'm finding it in the vials and then seeing that, and then the
Yeah.
Polish.
But they got the shade and it's like an outside
some organisms
porch,
there
like
that
the whole
were,
outside
to me, more frightening than what I saw.
enclosed patio.
And then a batch of powder.
Parasites.
Yeah,
And
they
they were.
and they probably got a
deanalyzing,
truck
they
to
were
go in and
actually
out.
made of metals.
So they mainly focused on getting the RV. They're not really focused on getting it.
Technically,
I
there
don't know how
would
they
be a
go.
hydra. That would be a synthetic organism.
That's some.
That would be.
That's somebody. Yeah.
Kind of look like hydra, but it wasn't. No.
How? Damn.
It's an actual life form, but it's
Probably
it's like a hybrid.
kind of tack
Probably,
in,
yeah,
tack out.
Biosyn, something like that.
That's
Now,
amazing.
what am I looking at? I'm just looking at it visually. I don't know.
That's an
exactly.
old school.
But,
Old school trailer, it is.
They got the solar panels.
Yeah. So I see some solar panels on the ground.
These cactus formations out here are real, are intrinsic.
They are. I love them. I love them.
Or maybe they, I don't know. Maybe they utilize the water from the lake.
Yeah.
There's like where we are. You see all our, yeah.
I'm not sure if they're in there, but definitely these foreign structures are in there in all the files.
Yeah.
That's from them.
And then you're saying that these technologies are there and perhaps they're almost dormant right now, and it could be activated. And
That, or it's a cumulative effect. You can get some building blocks in your body shot, another shot, another shot. It's building upon itself. It's, making more of a synthetic component inside the body so that, A, they can work as biosensors, they can accumulate data from your body and then wirelessly transmit this information 24/7. This goes along with the business owners meeting I told you about in 2014-ish that I went to. They said that they would use this technology. They were going to go watch it, and they never said when the date was. So this goes along with the business owners meeting. This goes along with the scientific meeting, and this goes along with the World Economic Forum, and all of the countries, including our country, that said we will all be linked up to the Internet of Things or Internet of Bodies, and they want it to be by 2027. So all of these things do coincide with each other. They do correlate with each other. So it's not right to have those inside these vials. There is a reason why they would be in there. If you're looking at these agendas from around the world, like I said, a business owners meeting I went to was talking about this, as well as scientific meetings. So if we just look around, I think that there's enough evidence to say that this is something valid and to be taken seriously.
This episode was packed with eye-opening content that really makes us think about the plans our government has to try to control us. But knowing this information puts the ball back in our court. We have the power to stand up for our rights and resist their evil agendas. We're already seeing more people fight against these evils. Many people are advocating against these dangerous vaccines, as they've seen the horrible effects firsthand. Their loved ones, people they care about. This is real for everyone. People are coming together and making a difference. We hope that this episode encourages people to do more research, to be open and more open to the truth, as bizarre as it may sometimes sound, and listen to the real science. Being informed is the #1 way to protect yourself from being brainwashed. Thank you so much for listening. Tune in for episode 4 tomorrow night as we share advice from our experts on how to optimize your health through nutrition. Episode number 4 of Unbreakable Destiny for Thrive. In episode 4, we shared amazing expert advice on nutrition from some of the top nutritionists I know. If you loved everything you learned, then you'll be really excited about this one. In this bonus episode, we'll be sharing more about how to optimize your health through top-notch nutrition. We're finding that our food is becoming more and more deficient in the nutrients that we need for optimal health. Our soil is becoming depleted, and we're surrounded by unhealthy foods that are made readily available to us almost anywhere we go. Our taste buds become tainted, and it robs us of the ability to truly enjoy the beautiful, natural, God-given foods that we have in abundance. The path to nutrition is also a path to learning to love food that your body loves. We'll start off with Dr. Russell Mars, a naturopath with a wealth of knowledge in nutrition scene. He shared advice about how various therapies along with great nutrition can make a huge difference in your life and lead to optimal health. We'll hear from Dr. Henry Ely next as he shares more on the specifics regarding the smoothie that he made in episode 4. He goes into detail about the health effects of things like turmeric, probiotics, beta and more. All things that can be added to his energy-boosting, highly nutritious smoothie. John and I are here with Dr. Russell Mars. I really appreciate what you're doing and how you're combining all of these therapies. That's what's so valuable. You're very well read. You're not like a one-trick pony. That's why, to me, information from you to the public is very important. Integrating these therapies. What I find very hard is I find it very hard to find people that are able to put together all this different information and see value. And where I feel often when I know someone's really good at detox, they're often not really necessarily good at
So we're just on the other side of the mountain.
Detox, right? And maybe they know They know how.
We're just on the other side of that right there.
Parasitic. They know how to do these things. But
That's kind of what we be looking at when we go out the back side, when we're on the back side of the trailer.
Yeah.
So we're just on the other side of that.
Yeah. We passed these rocks yesterday, me and Dad.
Wow, yeah. That could have been like an altar. Somebody may have just built it as an altar, as a worship. Yeah, to say, you know, thank you to God. Just, you know, because in the Old Testament they used to do that when God sent them places that they didn't know where they were going, and they had a successful, you know, it all worked out like He told them it was going to work out for them. They would build an altar to that place, and they built it to remind their children about the faithfulness of God, to remind their children that God sent us here, you know, as a preservation of thing for us. And, you know, that same God that guided us successfully can guide you through life. So those altars, anytime you saw one, you know, they were respected and just left alone because they were placed there as a reminder for future generations.
Should have took a picture. Well, I guess Dad could see it in the video. Like, should have took a picture of how the people were off in there like that.
Take a picture of what?
Of because we're gonna tell them that we saw people deep in. No, that we saw people camp deep in there.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, that was something.
Yeah, that they might as well be.
keep on going. Okay, all right. So which one of these go down real close? We went to okay. I'm gonna go. Okay, I see.
Yeah. It's like when I go out
Go
to
this
eat,
way.
like tonight's dinner, I basically take my one extra vegetables, my fish outside, so, the dominance of
What you trying to do?
I was gonna open my phone for a picture, but I'll just wait.
You can.
Cause it times out so fast. Anyway. Wrong.
Marinara sauce is tomato sauce, and then you got usually white pasta. Well, why can't you add things to that marinara sauce that are going to increase your level of fiber and diversify your levels of different flavonoids?
Yeah.
Black beans today, sun-dried tomatoes.
That's okay. We'll just go. I was just gonna open it up so it'll be ready. Cause I was gonna take a picture of a cactus. We got plenty of time.
To my veggie dish. So I mean that's the kind of education that's really important for people to understand, because if you're trying to get to your 40-50 grams of fiber, and I urge everyone, so that's one of the things that you were asking, what can people do? They can educate themselves.
That is great, and coming under that protocol that Dr. McCollum formulated, this is how it's done. I've done it myself. 2 pounds of cruciferous vegetables generally per day. About 25% fruits to sweeten your smoothie. A quarter cup of flaxseed, a quarter cup of chia seed, a gallon of water a day, and perhaps throwing in B12 and B3K2 as supplements, but outside of that, not really much unless you want to, but not necessarily condiments are generally fine, and you can kind of do experimental things like you blend up a bit of some mango and avocado for a dressing for salads because you want to crunch away some things, get the mastication.
Absolutely.
So that's how I understand that. Is that how you understand it? Have you had patients do that and get results?
Yeah, I mean, and they're like, I mentioned before, there's a lot of overlap between different places, like Hippocrates Institute, and then there's the Goldner, and so, you know, try to pick and choose some of the, you know, things, you know, I think that's great, you know, any chance you get, you know, flax seeds is a really, really important thing. That's, you know, Dr. Gerson uses flax seeds and flax oil. He's a big fan of flax oil. And so I love the flax seeds for sure. But I think sprouts is a really important thing. I don't think Dr. Goldner uses a lot of sprouts. So I think sprouts is a really important thing because they're super concentrated in nutrients, although I was at this conference and I was sad to hear that, you know, not all broccoli sprouts have glucosinolate in them. That's the ingredient that gets changed into sulforaphane. It's like, oh, so you need to measure the amount of glucosinolate in your seeds before they're sprouted in order to determine if there's going to be the main ingredients that you want. So, but that's, again, that's something that that's what we should be paying attention to, those kinds of details, like, you know, making sure that the foods that we're growing have those nutrients, like lycopene in watermelon or lycopene in tomato. You know, what is the concentration of those, you know, phytonutrients in those foods, and how do we grow those foods best to get the maximum amount of those things? You know, and I don't know, I haven't corroborated this, but carrots from 70 years ago had much higher levels of carotenoids in them than they do today. And I know just from getting carrots from different sources, I make, when I do my fast, I have this soup broth that I make. It's the soup broth that Otto Buchinger created in his fasting clinic. And it has potatoes, it has carrots, and kale, and the greens of carrots. And I add some other things like shiitake mushrooms for Indian stuff, but I noticed, like, while I'm preparing it, it's like, wow, this is so much sweeter than this particular batch over here. Like, okay, these have to be much better for you. And it's the same like tomatoes. I never eat tomatoes going out just because they're horrible, or at the store. I mean, they just don't taste like the tomatoes that you grow at home. The ones at home are like sweet. They're a fruit. That's why they call a tomato a fruit, because it's really sweet. And that sweetness is a reflection of other nutrients, including lycopene. So you can kind of use your taste buds as a rule of thumb.
Wow, look at this lake up here.
We're ready for you at Village Medical, now accepting new Medicare patients right in your neighborhood. Experience personalized primary care from a care team you can rely on with convenient same-day appointments, virtual visits, plus weekend and evening hours at select locations. Schedule your Medicare annual wellness visit today. Go to villagemedical.com/getcare. That's villagemedical.com/getcare. I like being in the consult machine. It's fun. I get to talk to everyone, all walks of life. Whatever you've got going on, a birthday, anniversary, new baby, or just because, buying jewelry is an awesome gift to get, and we have something unique in every price range, backed up with a real lifetime warranty. From classic styles to on-trend jewelry, come see us for a lasting, memorable gift.
Now you have a friend in this business. Same company and same.com.
each sale. Just buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each on the card. It's fresh and forever.
Try that. Probably can't even taste the difference.
Because that was my thought. And I was thinking, well, we put the turmeric in, it's not very sweet, it kind of goes good with curries, things like that. I just probably going to taste terrible.
Like bee pollen before.
Yeah.
So I love putting bee pollen in here, you know. I might even put a little, let me go over
Stop
here
for
and grab
just
a
a
little
minute.
probiotic with some bifidobacteria. Bifidobacteria, excellent for people who are anxious. The people who are the most anxious with their body, with their anxiety is demonstrating is that they don't have enough bifidobacteria in their microbiome. So we're using a hypoallergenic form of it's called Thermotic Complete by Claire Labs.
It's beautiful.
And it's got
Is this the only way into here? It's on these roads? Wow.
So we put that in there. You can open up a little bit here. This is
That's how they get their water.
Stuff in for kiddos. Go, just put it in. Just put it.
How they get their fresh
Here,
water.
take a little bit of that. Bam. There you go. Get a little bit of that. Relax.
Yeah.
That should be great.
Not many people see this.
No.
Yeah, I can't taste the difference. I can't really taste the turmeric today.
Just some mast cell stabilization right there. For the people that are really clean right now, Jonathan, it's turmeric, omega-3 fatty acids, and quercetin. Those are the 3 synergistic nutrients and herbs for really putting together a cocktail.
That's kind of interesting over there, but I'm
In addition to the calorie, it's positive. Right? That's what we're kind of get to go to. If you allow yourself some time to figure it out, or have a rule from that much you have to do that. That's the combination.
So also how much you cause therapy then, but you also acknowledging the fact that it could be something else.
That's tangy, right? That's good, right?
Yeah.
That'll get tangy.
What's that?
That's the
Wow.
I've never been here. I've seen it on the drone, I think. Man, it came that far. I was trying to think, make sure I brought the drone. Oh, you pull straight up?
Pull up on this one.
Yeah, this one. Gets it up free. That one. Let's see. And it's still recording, 39 minutes in. I guess I'll see if we can let it go. Oh, you know what? I didn't even bring the drone, but it's all right. It's all right. We got this video.
Yep.
That's all right. Because I was packing it, getting it together. Get some other videos, our phones. We have to be our own drones.
This is so pretty.
This is Lake Pleasant, some part of Lake Pleasant, the unmanaged area.
And I'm glad it's not managed because it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. When they start managing, sometimes things get messed up.
Mm. Yeah, this is natural management. Nature's. I don't even know if those are really roads or if those were because of like the way the water runs or something. But they are trails.
It's no telling what the history, what we rode on. It was there, you know. As you think back, what, in the 1500s, 1600s, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like how that guy was living off in there. People doing that with wagons.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get some pictures here. My phone. What's that beep?
My phone sometimes, when I'm in a mode, it'll beep. I don't know if it's beeping to let me know it's still in that mode and take it out. I'm gonna find me a marker when I get home and Lake Pleasant on here, so I know where I got my rock. My rock from Lake Pleasant. Going back to Nashville, Tennessee with me.
Lake Pleasant.
Yes.
It's like have like little islands in the lake throughout. Like, yeah.
The water's nice and clear.
Yeah.
You know, usually
Just
lake waters usually can be not so clear. And this has still got like a blue tint to it, which makes it nice. Lets you know it's healthy.
Mm. Yeah, especially like when it soon. I see the brown because it's shallow. And as it goes out. So blue tint is it's like the oxygen or the proper amounts of algae or.
And hydrogen, so stuff can live. It reminds you more of the ocean to me.
Car just keeps kind of coming in, like the.
Yeah, the way it's coming in, and I guess the cleanness of it too. I just don't see too many clean lakes, I guess. I've seen a lot of dirty lakes.
And I bet they get a certain type of green down here too, like a certain type of vegetation that grows right here.
That's some gargles. I forgot what that was.
But it's just what it'd be like to be like one of them herds.
Mm-hmm.
They just chilling.
Yeah. They hadn't even looked up to pay us any attention.
Yeah. It's like they're still in their genes to coexist with humans.
Mm-hmm.
They look cute. So this is a good find, and these are held like a
Cuckaboos. That's what we call them, cuckaboos.
that's the kind of stuff they can survive. They say they got them strong digestive tracts. Somebody said that donkeys or burros are better guards than guard dogs.
Wow.
Like they're very territorial. They know their territory.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's looking at me right now. Hey, yeah, I'm talking about you.
We love you and your contribution to us.
A little patch of grass growing around.
Mm-hmm.
It's crabgrass right here. They all over the place. Across the way, the burro. Look behind you. I wonder if coyotes can survive off of this burro stuff. Like how the dog started eating it. I wonder if it really is a source of food.
I bet it is, because I bet you, like I was telling Tisha yesterday, I bet you everything that we see when we walk out the front of that, of where we're staying, I bet you every one of those is medicinal in some way. Because I had this book way back in the early 70s, mid 70s, that talked about, it's called Back to Eden. And it says in everybody's backyard, there is at least 7 medicinal plants there. And God did, put these there for our benefit so that we will have the medicines and the things that we need to keep us healthy. And so just like I said, our backyard, I think it's in you all's backyard where the trailer's sitting. I bet you all of that stuff. We know the cactus is good. People can eat cactus, and I bet you every last one of those plants are helpful in some way. And I think these animals and all this stuff
And
out
then we
here.
call them weeds, but then what we call weed is
What
so
we call weed most of the time
is good.
it's an herb.
It's an herb. Yeah. We call it they call it like a weed eater. It's like they make us, like the lawn care.
They make us not want
The
it.
lawn care made
They
us.
make us destroy what we're supposed to be eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
We out there with our pristine lawns all tight
Chopping
and
up
right,
all our-
and running to Kroger eating this mess that they've given us, and we ought to be eating the dandelions and all the stuff out of our yards, the clovers, and making the teas. No, we run into Kroger and buy our teas, and no, we just doing it backwards.
That's what you think of it,
We
though.
done left what we were supposed to have. Now we're sick. The United States, the most prosperous nation, I would say still is in the world right now, but we're the sickest. Our health care is pitiful. We got to start thinking about what we're doing and what they've done to us, and figure out how to get back what we've lost. And I'm just glad that we are finding out this information early right now because we're ahead of a lot of people. We've been kind of living and eating right for a little while already. So the things that we've done is going to carry us. And we just got to get the message out to others.
Yeah, dad's been like he was on the sassafras tea, and he's been on that for a long time. He has a natural, like natural inclination to find out, what's the use for it.
Yeah, I think I've been I've been talking to him since 1970 about some of this stuff. Cause like I say, when I had that, it's like a little small encyclopedia called Back to Eden, and it's got a lot of great information in it. We just kind of been talking about some of this and discussing it and using some of it kind of all along. We used to go to Whole Food and some place called a Sunflower Shop and get the alfalfa and the chamomile and just a lot of different things and was using them. But we know we need to do it more consistently, especially as we get older. We really got to get serious about it. You can misuse your body for a long time and it'll compensate for the things that you're doing, but eventually it can't compensate anymore.
It's pulling it from somewhere. It's always having to compensate it. It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Right.
Pulling something from another organ or
Yeah.
something that's been used to needing to. It's like, well, we can eat more of this, so go ahead and give it up, and then your liver's,
Now Peter's saying, you done robbed me enough, I ain't got no more. So that liver starts to shut down.
And then it ends up being like a 9 to 5 eating, like 9 to 5 nutrition. Like you're just as good as what you just put in your body for the day.
Absolutely.
It don't take nothing for you to feel out of whack.
It don't take much for me. I told Tisha, if I go a few days without eating vegetables, my body will just crave it. And I might, if it's a weekend that I got off because, something was going on by Monday, I just want to go get the vegetables. I might cook, the collard greens and green beans and squash and just eat a lot of that for a couple of days until I feel like I'm right again. Hello. There's one over here.
Oh, they're communicating. Uh-oh.
He's kicking. They may want us to get out of their area.
But did he kick him though?
He kicked, but he didn't really kick him because he wasn't right in the position. He was near him, but his hind legs was not in a position to really kick him.
But there's the only.
This is cool, I'll tell you. This is cool stuff.
You guys should do this like.
Bo and Frank, I know, they need to, with their little retired self, they need to get up and move and go do something. Find places like this, come out here and hang out, spend time with us. You get a picture of the bird dong.
Next to the
use a little bit of it for fire accelerant.
There's a one that kind of looked like it might have been more of the cow piles that we, what do you say, the cinnamon roll?
Yeah, the cinnamon.
Oh.
Yeah, because they'll be dry too. I think we used to always, it was cinnamon rolls at school. That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, some of them would be a little bit more toasted than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Brown and oh, yes. Let's see how we still 56 minutes in. They got the audio. I'm gonna stop. All right, guys. Take one picture right here. Let me take a picture, see through, like this here. Three, two, photo. Make sure we're good. That's how you want to be? All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, come on, make it. 3, 2, 1. That's gonna be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah.
You know, it was a good idea to take it through the Polaris.
Where's the selfie cam? Okay, here we go. We gotta add a sun.
Be like, what's on your finger?
You wanna show your nails? No. It's point like that. There you go.
Look how pretty that looks.
It glistens
Just
across.
right in there where it narrows up, then it widens out again, and then the little mound behind it. That is so pretty. Water.
How the light's just glistening and twinkling off of it.
No, what? That's beautiful.
That wind.
You ain't gonna find that nowhere.
Now without
You're not
having
gonna find that everywhere.
any cars in the distance on the far street or anything, you know, it's just us out here. I feel like you and the Did I record? Okay, hold on, I think it's right there. That could be a picture of New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. We could be anywhere looking at that. Tell them anything.
The cactus kind of give it away,
Well, yeah.
I guess. Like those only
They
grow
like,
at a
you're
certain
not-
altitude.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Those ain't gonna be everywhere.
Uh,
Not like your mountains and water.
this is the
And I
same.
mean, it just looks like somebody mows the lawn. You know, it's neat. You know, this is neat out here.
Yeah.
Ain't no high grass, ain't no weeds. It just look like it's been kept. Nature kept.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Yeah, I think we were talking about that when me and Elijah and Tisha was out here. Was talking about how each bush and everything is in its own little space.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's not, you know,
Like it's just,
proper spacing.
it's placed there.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't crowd too much. It's just, if it does, it's gonna die because it's not gonna survive if it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
get the right amount of sun. Or it might, everything just yeah. I mean, that's what's such a trip sometime. But it won't get like that. Like if you let something grow up in back east, it's gonna turn into a jungle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just kept itself mowed down. That's, just, that's wild. And it looks like this all the time, probably.
Uh, and and we had a rain. We had rain like a couple weeks ago, so this is probably would look drier.
So between
This is probably
the burrows keeping things chewed down and the way nature works itself, it's just look like somebody went and landscaped the whole thing. To me,
it's a shell, a mollusk.
yeah, it is. You wouldn't even been expecting that to be up here. That's what it is.
So they grow. I mean so mussels. I think those are the things that can, like, if you have a boat out here for too long, they can. Well,
Get
those
on
are
the
barnacles.
boat, barnacles. Yeah, the barnacles get on the boat and mess with your stuff if you don't get them taken care of.
Just another thing to maintain.
Boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, all our toys. Gotta have some attention.
Somebody was down here.
And look, they was using that dong for their fire stuff too.
Yeah. And it's a whole tree they drug down here. Okay. That's probably somebody that's like really be out here, you know, like, or they got the right Jeep, you know, and
Yeah.
used to. I don't know for
And
recreation.
where were you all at? You all was here, right? Was it on this side of it? You and Tecia?
And who?
You and Tecia last week was by some water.
We were on a Bartlett Lake.
Oh, that's right, Bartlett. That's right.
Bartlett.
That's
Yeah.
right, Bartlett.
Yeah, it's super clear though. On a nice, it's just, man, you have to have the right, like, the right rig to, like a Mr. T van, something like, or
It's just the part where you and Larry
if
came.
you can get one from somebody that's already, like, designed it, and they're selling it now. Here's some more of them, a bunch of these. And then you can not have to put it all together yourself, but just maintain it at the, like, kind of like how this is, but like somebody already put some of the upgrades on it. Or just ask or go to a place that makes the kind of vehicles they call is overlanders.
Okay, yeah.
It's like
That makes
some
sense.
got tractor tires,
sense.
you know. And you either get one of those or get a bunker if you wanna like live in the apocalypse times.
That little rock formation's neat.
Oh, this.
I bet you underneath there, I bet it's places where little animals go and
Looks
make
like a cave, right?
home. Look like a cave up in there.
Yeah.
See some holes.
Yes,
This is cool. I'm feeling I need to use the bathroom. Not to pee, but maybe I'll head on back.
Okay. Well, I didn't bring any toilet. Okay.
No, I'm good. I ain't feeling it that much. But
Well, we got a more than an eye full.
yeah, we did. This was. Is this the park that you and Larry came yesterday?
This is gonna be a YouTube. I'm gonna make it unlisted.
Y'all saw somebody fishing? Is this where you and Larry came?
We didn't come. Well, we was more so. Yeah, like the same area, but not this far in.
Same lake, but just a different part.
He would have told me not to go this. He would have been like, no, not this way.
Really? Like he knows.
Yeah. He was like, that's too much. Please don't.
Really?
Well, he didn't say please don't, but like it was like what some of those steep things. He was like, no, don't. So I stopped and went another way.
Yeah.
But we did complete the mission. Yeah, he's nah, Dad's good. Just super cautious, I guess. We were like in an area where, okay, we made it to the end to where the water was, but we was like at a cliff.
Okay.
The end was a cliff though.
Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't down at this level. Like, hey. Start that up. And I also want to bring up the map. Where the map
Every
at?
smoothie, my smoothies are kind of like a snowflake. Even though they may have the same ingredients, they're kind of never the same. I don't think I've ever made the same smoothie twice. But the principles of the smoothie are the same every time. The principles of the smoothie are high antioxidants.
So I guess the blue,
support an
the blue would be following back.
Antioxidants stop
The
damage
blue,
before
following
it
this
starts.
blue
That's what I
line.
think of them.
We'll be going back the way that we came.
So when you put antioxidants in the body, you're stopping that damage before it can even happen.
So that's all
you
I'm
get that
gonna
in
do.
there. I want to pay particular attention to my mitochondria, make sure they have everything they need to produce energy.
You go.
That's not going to be in the smoothie. That's going to be in a multivitamin capsule. And I want everything in here to work on behalf of my body. I need to be able to have amino acids and amino acid and neurotransmitter precursors in there, and I need to do things that keep the inflammation down, and I need to do things that really support the mitochondria. But if you're doing all this, and you look at everything you've accomplished with this one little bit, the best medicine cabinet is your refrigerator. So it needs to be stocked fully with organic plant-based foods, and have a whole bunch of extra nutrients with you, and then once you got that, you can wave bye-bye, by and large, to the kind of medical industry that doesn't really care about you.
We're finding that out more and more, the revelation only increases day by day.
Now I'm going to put some, let's see, what I got here. Let me tell everybody what I got in here. Because I do take a handful of capsules, not every day, but several times a week, right? I got some chlorella for the green superfood, right? So I get the chlorophyll content in there. I have some liposomal vitamin C for the immune system. I have some regular vitamin C for the bloodstream, so I take both forms of it. I got some vitamin E, some additional omega-3 fatty acids, some zinc, some vitamin D, and a couple of herbs in here. And then I have this, which is just a concentrated multivitamin, B-complex and other minerals, but at a high dose. So everything I'm putting in is a therapeutic range. Oh, this one right here, liposomal glutathione.
This thing got some horsepower, though, huh? This thing got some horsepower and some torque.
It does.
This isn't for everybody, and I get that as well. But I do think in this day and age we have to give up our preconceived ideas about nutrition, what is perfect, what should I be doing or not doing. Forget about all that nonsense. Understand that your mitochondria need specific things, and that's uniform across the board for everybody. But then from there, understand that your body is a unique experience. And that's where you get into the personalization of your diet, like still hygiene delayed food allergy testing and things like that. You do those two things, what you've done is fought at least 90% of the battle right there.
Awesome. And then with the food sensitivities, how do people address those, considering
You got that yourself?
there's some foods that
yeah.
show up there that are probably good foods that people should consume, but it appears that they can't at that point in time. Are they able to come back and improve that? There's 7 years cycle you're talking about, or
See, this is what I work with people who are from illness. Some food allergens, some food sensitivities, the high level ones, that's probably going to be up to the allergies to food for the next 7 years or more. So you might not be able to have a low line, but it's going to pay the price. And if you're willing to pay the price, it's your life.
and it kind of often can delay the healing process?
It always delays the healing process because you're damaging the body when you eat those things. But then there's going to be other foods that show up that you're not really allergic to. It's just they were involved in something you eat regularly and there's already an inflammatory state, already leaky gut. But once you give them an elimination period, you can safely bring them back in. And then there's going to be other foods that look out against the weather.
We'll come back to Dr. Mars again next. He shares some very effective tools that you can use to boost healing and optimize your health. He specifically talks about great natural remedies for parasites and a green smoothie formulated by Dr. Brooke Goldner that has even been shown to reverse lupus. He discusses the role the toxicity plays in disease and how nutrition can correct it. Dr. Henry Ely is next as he shares his final insight into the nutritional benefits of his daily smoothie, including more about the importance of feeding mitochondrial needs with good nutrition. We'll conclude this episode with Dr. Russell Mars as he deep dives into more about addressing important nutritional needs. He talks about things like trace minerals and avoiding gluten and GMOs, specifically wheat gluten. He emphasizes that all disease has a root in autoimmunity, and great nutrition is the key to addressing this. So, yeah, I'll come back to these therapies. Sure. Some other tools that I've seen are effective, some other tools I've seen be effective are folic and pumic acid.
Sure, absolutely.
I've seen antiparasitics be very helpful.
Sure.
Because they're helping to clear infection out of the body, which is an obstacle to healing and parasitic infection. When you look at the work of people like Dr. Dietrich he'll say that if you got colds, then you've got parasites because your organism that will pick these things up and throw it. So you should do an antiparasitic cleanse. Certain diets are very good for that as well. Like one of the ones we're going to talk about, like a greens protocol. Sure, absolutely. Nourishing us proposed by a colleague of ours, Dr. Brooke Goldner. Fasting. Dr. Ely's been talking about 3-day water fast, and that having a connection to 11 days of immune priming leading up, or preceding, or coming after, and then repeating that cycle, 11 days of immune priming, 3-day water fast. So here's just a few of the therapies. I'm also looking at redox molecules, redox signaling molecules.